Why would abstaining from food bring you any closer to the divine? Well, it's not quite as simple as skipping meals. Fasting, as it turns out, is a profound spiritual discipline, deeply rooted in biblical teachings and exemplified by none other than Jesus Christ himself. When we delve into the heart of fasting, we find that it's not just about denying ourselves physical nourishment. Rather, it's about seeking a different kind of sustenance, a spiritual one. It's about cultivating self-discipline, fostering spiritual growth, and embracing humility. It's about creating a space within ourselves, a quiet place where we can seek guidance from above. So, the next time you think about fasting, remember that it's more than just an empty stomach. It's an opportunity for spiritual renewal and personal growth. It's a journey, a pilgrimage of the heart towards a closer relationship with God. Indeed, fasting in Christianity is not merely about abstaining from food. It's a journey of spiritual growth and self-discovery. The Bible mentions different of fasting, each with their unique significance. Are you aware of them? Let's delve into the fascinating world of biblical fasting. There are several types mentioned in the good book, each with its unique purpose and spiritual implications. First off, we have water fasting. This is where one abstains from all food and drink except water for a specific period. It's a profound commitment, a true test of self-discipline and devotion. It's about surrendering the physical to enhance the spiritual, and it's often practiced when seeking divine intervention or clarity. Next up is partial fasting. This isn't about complete abstinence from food, but rather limiting certain types of food or the times of eating. This form of fasting allows for flexibility and can be adapted to individual health and circumstances. It's a reminder that our sustenance ultimately comes from God, not the food we partake. Then we have the Daniel fast, named after the prophet Daniel's dietary and spiritual habits. This fast involves a diet of fruits, vegetables, whole grains and water, avoiding meats, sweets and bread. The Daniel fast is not merely about dietary restrictions, it's a lifestyle of simplicity and earnest prayer, a way to humble oneself before God. Lastly, we have intermittent fasting, a practice of cycling between periods of eating and fasting. It's not so much about what you eat, but when you eat. This type of fasting can be seen as a metaphor for the Christian life. Alternating between times of spiritual feasting and periods of spiritual fasting, it's a reminder of the rhythm of life, the ebb and flow of our spiritual journey. Remember, the goal of any fast is not merely physical discipline, but spiritual growth. It's about drawing closer to God, seeking His guidance, and opening ourselves to His divine will. These different types of fasting, while distinct in practice, all serve to deepen our relationship with God. In our modern world, how does fasting maintain its relevance in Christian life? This question resonates with many as the rush of daily life and the pull of worldly pleasures often seem to overshadow spiritual disciplines. Yet fasting continues to hold a pivotal place in the modern Christian life. One of the significant ways fasting remains relevant is through its ability to foster unity and collective spiritual growth within congregations. When a group of believers commit to fasting together, it creates a shared experience, a common journey that strengthens the bond between individuals. They support each other, pray for each other, and share in the spiritual growth that fasting offers. This collective spiritual discipline can have profound effects, building a stronger and more cohesive faith community. However, it's important to remember that fasting is not an endurance test or a competition. It's a deeply personal journey between an individual and God, which means it must be approached with wisdom and discernment. It's not about how long you can go without food, but about the intention behind the fast and the spiritual growth that comes from it. Health is a crucial consideration in this process. Fasting should never compromise physical well-being. It's why it's so important to seek guidance from medical professionals or spiritual advisors before embarking on a fast. They can provide valuable advice on how to fast safely and effectively, ensuring that the physical body is cared for while the spirit is nurtured. It's also worth noting that fasting is adaptable. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Some might choose to abstain from food completely, while others might opt for a partial fast or an intermittent fast. The key is to find a method that aligns with individual circumstances and health considerations, and most importantly, one that deepens the connection with God. Embracing fasting can lead to spiritual renewal, clarity, and a deeper relationship with God. It's not just a tradition, but a pathway to spiritual growth and a stronger connection with the divine. So, as we navigate the complexities of our modern world, let's remember the value and power of fasting and let it guide us towards a deeper, more meaningful relationship with our Creator.